CFU, The Case of the Wandering Heat. Read the story. Identify the types of heat energy transfer happening in each paragraph. Label the paragraph correctly. Conduction, convection, radiation. It was a chilly morning when Felipe arrived at school. As soon as he stepped out of the bus, the sun shone brightly on his face. Even though the air was cold, the warmth from the sun felt good on his skin. Felipe held out his hands toward the sunlight, enjoying how the heat seemed to arrive from nowhere at all. When Felipe walked into the science classroom, he noticed Mrs. Niles had placed a metal ruler and a wooden ruler on each table. Felipe grabbed the metal one first and quickly set it down. "Oh, that's cold!" His friend, Sam, picked up the wooden ruler and shrugged. "Mine isn't nearly as cold. Weird." During the Smart Start, Mrs. Niles turned on a small electric space heater at the front of the room. Felipe sat nearby and felt a wave of warm air reach his table. A few seconds later, he felt the warm air swirl past his legs and drift toward the back of the room. Even students on the far side began rubbing their hands together, happy the warm air was spreading. Next, Mrs. Niles carried in a large pot of hot cocoa for a surprise treat. As she set it on the counter, Felipe noticed something interesting. The steam rising off the surface curled upward, but near the sides of the pot, cooler air slid downward toward the floor. "It looks like it's moving in circles," Felipe whispered. When it was Felipe's turn to stir the cocoa, he used the metal spoon from the drawer. After only a few seconds of stirring, Felipe felt the handle warming up, even though the handle itself was nowhere near the bottom of the pot. He switched to a wooden spoon to compare, and this time, the handle hardly warmed at all. While everyone enjoyed their cocoa, sunlight streamed through the classroom windows. Felipe's cup sat in the light, and after a minute, he noticed the cup felt warmer on the side facing the window. Sam's cup, sitting in the shade behind a notebook, stayed cooler. At the end of class, Mrs. Niles rolled in a tank of warm water dyed red on one side and cold water dyed blue on the other. When she lifted the divider between them, the red water drifted upward and the blue water slid downward, creating swirling loops like a slow-motion tornado. "Heat always finds a way to move," Mrs. Niles said. "You just have to pay attention to the clues." Felipe smiled. He was starting to understand those clues.